Hey guys, Bink here with Bink's Corvair Addiction. All right, it's Friday morning. My last video, I says I'll be coming back out here. I was gonna go feed the dogs. Jill's gonna be coming home, make some dinner, eat, and get back out here for a couple hours. That didn't happen. She came home, she forgot to stop at the pharmacy, and then she had some other work to do for work on a computer. And I said, I'll run and get your pills. I'll just go close up the shop and go get your stuff. And I normally go grocery shopping Friday morning, which would be right now. I'd be heading to the store pretty soon. And I went and got some stuff last night quick so I could get out here and get hammering on this. So I said I didn't get out here last night to do what I wanted to do, and yesterday I didn't get done everything that I wanted to get done. I wanted to have this thing all welded and painted, and I made the straps for the plastic air ducting on there. So that ate up almost 2 hours of time I found the screws. So my 12 days to having this thing running by next Friday, we'll see. I forgot I still gotta do the transmission cooler in there. So, and the U-joints, it's a lot. I got a lot to do, but I don't know. So then this morning I was, we get up, we eat some breakfast, we sit around, watch the news and flip through the phone, and usually it's Facebook Marketplace that gets me. And usually when I find this stuff, eats up a half a day, my day, whatever. So a local Apache Junction buy, sell, trade ad came up, and it said free scrap metal. And I just was flipping through my phone, looking at Facebook, and it caught my eye, free scrap metal. I didn't care about that, but on the picture, it had Corvair parts. I said, what the heck, Corvair, I'm like, okay, interesting. Looking on the ad, there was heads, some carburetors, turkey roaster, there was, looked like a rear end and some tins, and there's some other scrap. And I'm like, okay, well, what is this? Where is it first? Most of the time I find something that's in Phoenix, the other side of Phoenix, an hour. And it's really probably like 10 minutes from here, not too far. And it says you must take all. And it says they had posted it 9 hours ago. So it would been, late, like 6 o'clock, I think, yesterday or something. And so I'm like, someone's gonna snap on this and want it, take scrap and make a couple of bucks or something. There's a lot of scrap guys out there that have ads say for free, and I went and read, there was one comment on there, and the guy had said, he goes, scrap's not worth nothing. He goes, I'll do it for $200. So I'm like, okay, maybe I have a chance of going over there and picking it up, and maybe there's other things that they have that they would want to sell, or you don't know where it's going to go. So like I said, there was a set of heads, they looked decent and all that, and a bunch of carburetors and whatever. You only had 3 pictures, but so I was like, man, so I messaged them. I says, it says they wanted you over there by like 9 o'clock or something, and please read the ad or I won't respond. So I sent them a message. I says, well, I'm interested. I come over with a trailer. I'll take everything, because it said you had to take everything. So I'll take everything. I said, there's some Corvair parts in there I'd be interested in, and, so maybe not. So I said, let me know by 8 so I can get a trailer hooked up and get over there by you. So, and send me an address then. So we'll see. It's like 20 after 5 right now. So we'll get moving this stuff around on here, and here it goes. I'll be going there and spending an hour. I mean, even the scrap stuff, I'll give it to the scrap guy over here. He'll pay me something for it, or I don't care. He gives me free stuff anyways all the time. So, or dig some metal bars out in pieces and throw them on the rack for other projects. But yeah, anyways, here we go, setting back my timeline, doing other stuff. But let's get this, I think I'm at a point, I can put that back on, the straps. I did bead blast the screws the 4 screws for it, and got the brackets painted. I'll go screw that on there and figure out how to move this forward so I can work on the next section, start making those bars. All right, my goal today is to get this finish welded and do I paint it? Do I not paint it? Maybe paint it. We'll see. All right, I'm gonna use some of this Gorilla Tape waterproof patch and seal tape. I've never used this brand before, the Gorilla. I've used a just as seen on TV stuff, which was really rubbery and worked great. I used it on a few things around the shop. The first time I bought it, my old plasma table, water table, I cleaned it and it developed a leak underneath it. And that was mid-season when we were doing lots of cutting. So I kind of panicked, what do I do, you know? And I went and I'm like, I'm not draining this whole table and you know, welding it and doing all this work on it. I couldn't right at that point. It had to be running for, we need to run it for probably 3 or 4 weeks before I could actually drain it again and go ahead and weld up the holes and patch them correctly. So what I did is I bought the as seen on TV stuff and I cut out, I wiped it off under there and stuck a chunk under it. And it stuff was very rubbery, very sticky, couldn't even hardly cut with the scissors. It's pretty much impossible. And then I actually took my little floor jack and I put I think a board on it and I jacked it up till it just touched underneath that water table. And that's the way I left it until about maybe a month, until I went and cleaned it out and welded it up. And I left that patch on there the whole time, I think. I don't know, maybe I peeled it off, but it did do the job. It doesn't have to be that wide, but I'm gonna put it on there because that's how wide it is. I'm just gonna try to run a piece here up. It's cracked here, and it's cracked there too. Now, it looked like the 60, I don't know if you can change them, but the 61 Rampside out there and the 63, the 61 had straps under it, but I couldn't get underneath it. I was like, well, you know, but it's by the berm there. I can't get underneath. I gotta pull it out, and I don't want to spend another day pulling it, or half a day pulling it out and doing all that. I will go ahead down the road and pull this off another day, and go ahead and fix this correctly when I go ahead and part it out. So I'm going to stick some of this on there. Let's see. All right, yeah, this stuff's like, I think 10 feet on a roll, 4 inches wide. Is that what it is? I bought it because there's more footage on this roll than as seen on TV. It's, I can cut this stuff easier. It's got this plastic layer on there. I don't remember if the other one had it or not, but I just remember I couldn't cut it. The other one gave me a real hard time cutting it. Trust me, this gets goobered on in the scissors a little bit too, some of the stuff. So I'm just cutting a small piece. I'm gonna patch this and I'm putting a small piece here. Then I wrap one over the whole thing. That's my plan. Try to get that, I don't know, whatever all this is here in there. And it's just a temporary fix for now anyways. That's what I'm gonna call it. I mean, we'll, when we part out one of them ones out there, I said the 63 doesn't have straps, it just has screw holes on it. It was a real nice piece. It looked like it was formed a little different. I don't know if you can interchange them or not. All right, it's nice and rubbery. And the stuff peeled off real easy. It was a little hard at first to get this first plastic started, but other than that, it was pretty easy to work with. It's some sticky stuff. Now I don't know if this gets hot when it, you get heat going through it. I can't imagine it gets, how hot it's gonna get that this stuff starts falling off or something, but I don't think it'll maybe make it more sticky. Okay. All I think that's pretty good, and I'll put a nice big wide one over it. And we'll do the same over here. And that's just gonna be the temporary fix, you know. It's not a bad fix, I guess. How else would you do it, you know? It's got holes in it. And even on this end here, it's open. Like, it's not even sealed really. You could probably put something in there, some caulk, or tape that too. All right, I got the stuff on. It doesn't look too bad. I mean, I really like things to look nice. It's kind of just a patch, but I don't know how else to go about doing it. This one is kind of pushed. It's the plastic's kind of crunched up here. It's kind of pushed in. So, anyways, at least that's kind of addressed for now. Like back here, this is all kind of open, and I don't know. I'm just gonna leave it the way it is right now, and down the road, I'll put it on the lift, and you know, it's little things we could fix along the way. All right, I got it all. The lift up here, I should have probably turned it around so this was up that way. That means I had to drop the lift down, put it on a cart, spin it around. And it was very sketchy because I had to slide these up here, and then the jack over here, there's really no, I can't put it where it's gonna lift it, so I'll put a couple jacks and a big heavy bar in there. And it was sketchy, so I wanted to quick move this up there, and I didn't want to take too much time doing it. Like I said, it was a little sketchy. I put extra jacks in just in case. I'd rather have the front wheels on, but I don't. So yeah, it's there. I got it blocked, extra blocked. So now I can start working in this area. I was gonna say something else, but oh, I don't know. Still looking for that magnetized flashlight. I have no idea where I stuck it. It sure would be nice to have it here now. Maybe I have to look inside. Maybe it's in there. Man, I tell you, I lose stuff. You need like, they used to have like a thing, I think in the olden days, like in the late 70s, you put on a key ring, you lose your key ring, and you clap your hands and it would click or something, make noise. You need like some tracker for your phone to put on your flashlights and tools nowadays, or I do. Painted bright pink, I still won't find it. All right, so here is for, I think it was for this brake line. I'm going to try to pop it out. I will relocate it back over here somewhere, but it's pretty close to where I need that. And this side here is this here piece, so I'm going to make it to go around that and fit it. I'll stick that back on there somewhere around here for the brake line. Hang on, hang on. Okay. Hey, don't bite me. Come here. Come here. They're crazy. Come here, babes. Come on. Okay. Babe girl. You want some rope? Here, take some rope and play with her. I can't handle her. Come on, take it. Come on, take it. Every morning, they gotta play. Don't overdo it, babes. Don't overdo it. Okay. Don't bite me. Just get the rope. That's okay. Okay, you be a good girl. You guys play and have fun. All right. There you go. These guys play tug of war. Don't make a mess out of the yard. I gotta get back to working. All right, I got them. I grooved that one out for that bracket. I got my holes marked on them. They're all going good. Pop some holes in there. All right, we'll pop a couple holes in here. I gotta fix this light one of these days. It's just got goobered up. I've tried blowing it out. It's just got metal shavings or something in it. So I'll drill these out. Yeah, geez, it's 20 after 8. Those people, that person never got back to me about that scrap metal, the Corvair parts, kind of bothering me, but it is what it is, you know. You can only try to save them. I wouldn't mind going get them. I hope they don't message me at the last minute and say, hey, you gotta come over here because I gotta move a car trailer, move the other tandem axle trailer out, check the air in the tires because got cooler out, so the air pressure's probably off, check the spare, and then go, you know, it's how it'll be if they call or message. So we'll get a hose drilled in this. And probably better I just keep stay in the shop. Stay in the shop, keep working, get this thing done. But, you know, you don't know what kind of parts they may have other stuff over there. Maybe they got engines and other things they want to sell or something, you know. They got Corvair parts. They were obviously in the Corvairs. But, like, do what you can do. All right, I'll drill this one, go over to the other press, drill these out, keep rocking and rolling. Well, it's been over 6 hours since I messaged that lady about the Corvair parts, scrap, and they had it pending, and then now it says gone, so I guess someone's just gonna throw it away in a scrapyard. You know, that's a shame, but it is what it is. I even reached back and messaged her and says, you know, if you got any other Corvair parts, I'd be interested, because, you know, you don't know. I says, go ahead and if somebody else is picking that stuff up for scrap and just tossing it in the scrapyard, I says, give them my information. I says, you know, maybe I'll go buy from them or something, you know, give them something for it. I'll give them more than scrap's going to give them for it, but, you know, well, I tried, so I guess I keep working on this and don't worry about it. All right, I'm going to bring this down. I got it all, I painted it under there. I painted the top of the bars a little bit. And I'm gonna drop it down and throw the carriage bolts in there, put a weight on it, and get those bolted in and start welding before it gets hot. It's gonna get like 80 today, I think. So. All right, I'm under here. Hey, I found my flashlight finally. It was hanging over by where I normally charge it. It's black, it was hanging on that black cabinet. I even pulled this down. Last time I took this down, lowered the lift here, I went and uncovered the cab and looked inside. Anyways, finishing up welding this here. It'd be great because it's getting, starting to get warm out. So. So it's getting warm out, and I'm getting warm. So far I burnt no paint up there. I mean, there's a gap in here, but down there in the back, there's no gap. It's a little discolored, like it may be just a little bit on the edge there, but that was a lot of welding back there. That's pretty good. I don't know, I'll do a little bit more. I'll clean it well a little more. It's just when I'm welding, I'm trying to show you guys what I'm doing. I'm trying to set to the side, and I'm not seeing what I'm doing, not doing such a nice job. So I'm gonna clean that up and re-weld over it. Other than that, everything's going good. All right, guys, I got it all welded up. I'm happy. It's like, I don't know what it is outside, 70. Time to ditch some clothes. I'm tired of dancing around all these cords. I'm under here turning, welding here, trying to hit the air hose and juggle my whip and the air hose at the same time. And I kept accidentally squeezing the air hose, and then my gun's going because I'm juggling that in my hands, and that's what I was really yesterday because I was holding this the whole time while I was welding that and the whip and then the air hose, and then I wasn't realizing my wire's going. I'm like, this was a savior. I'm glad I finally found it. It was just it's just a magnetized one. It's got 3 settings on it, and stick it where you want. It's, you know, and rotate it. It's a Harbor Freight one. It's, I don't know what it was. Might have been like close to $30, but it's very nice, and you just charge it up. You know, I don't know. I wish they'd come out. Maybe they have one, like a light that you can say, you know, turn on, off, or high, low, or something, so you're not sitting there keep trying to find a switch and do all that stuff. It's like, Jesus. Anyways, got that all done. Jeff, the machinist, called me. He was looking for a steering wheel, and I says, I think this is a deluxe, this Greenbrier, if that's what he's looking for. He said, you've been picking up stuff. You got one or something? You know, you got one I can use? I said, well, I heard the deluxes are a little deeper. And I just looked at mine in there, and it's deeper. And then I took a picture of the deluxe, and I took a picture of my chopped one here, and I showed them. I said, well, let me know what you need. And I said, I have some steering wheels around here, a couple in the vans outside, the Greenbriers. I said, you're welcome to whatever you need. So, and Bill called me from Tucson yesterday. Just talked to him a little bit, so it's been good. All right, I'll finish cleaning this up, clean up my mess, and then figure out what I want to do from there. Am I gonna paint? Start painting? I gotta really remove them. I gotta get this jack moved back over here so it's safe again. I'll paint this area, move the jack back at least. I think I'll do that. All right, everything's been painted on this thing underneath. Looks pretty good, I guess, for what it is. I got all my bars done in here. All that was grease and crap. Got my bars in there. I said some of this has been undercoated. I painted first and then undercoated, like where it was undercoated before. And then the rest of it's just all been painted. And like back in here, some undercoating up in there. Painted first and then undercoated. So I got all my bars in there. I'm very happy. I haven't been in the bed yet, but I'm sure it's pretty solid. There we go. On this side. Under here. I got a little touch up by the jack stands, like there. A little spot there. But other than a couple little tiny spots, it's pretty good. And this is all painted. Everything under here is painted. Got a little sag there. Oh well. That's the one I noticed. Everything's painted under here. Looks pretty good. This has been undercoated here, and then the wheel well, I undercoated it. Other than that, the rest of it's just been painted. And we're gonna call that good enough. So I worked my butt off on this thing today, 9.5 hours. Like I said, everything's painted. I'll have to touch up with the blue from the gray that was there a little bit. And a couple little spots where jack stands are, but that's no big deal. Or that 9.5 hours, I'm dirty for a respirator painted. I wanted to put some Vaseline on my face and stuff, but I don't feel like, I don't even know if we have it up at the house, but when I used to paint years back, I used to put Vaseline on, and I used to do a lot of painting. And to put a little Vaseline on it and stuff, cleans off real easy. Now I gotta scrub it off. So anyways, very happy, very happy. All right, that's the underside. It's fairly done. Thanks for watching. Thanks, Corvair Addiction.